Hi everyone, this is Janet from Mixed Media Mama. I just want to come to you today and show you another journal. One of the things that I've been thinking about lately is I don't want to do things the same all the time. Do you ever feel that way? Well, this is probably one of the reasons why I made this journal is because I am starting to have a lot of things accumulated and I don't want it to get into the same, oh, I produce a journal, I produce a journal, I produce. No, I want to entice myself and I want to use the things. So I found some old, beautiful, just beautiful. I shouldn't even say old because I've had them for a while, but some gift bags. And this cover is made out of a gift bag. Now, this is not an ordinary paper cover. It seems like it feels and it sounds like a little bit of a vinyl. It has a really shiny coat, but it has a lot of, you can kind of see maybe a little bit of texture. I don't know if I'm getting too close but anyway, I had to use it and I put the signatures together. I believe it just has one big signature there. You can see in spite of all the frills. Um, there are many things that I did differently. I allowed a little bit, when I scored it, I allowed it a little bit more room right on the end there. So I'll tell you the things, and I am just securing it with some sari silk. I mean, there's just a lot of sari silk, and to kind of bring out the blues. So let's get started. And this will be on sale. And if you're interested, and you can contact me here or on Facebook or Instagram, and I will have all of that below. Yep, I am in May. So I really have been trying to incorporate things. We just kind of accumulate, like I said before. I have two huge books. We're talking as big as this table, books of ledger paper from old museums. And so I definitely wanted to, and it's just in beautiful, strong condition. Wanted to definitely utilize that and just made this into a talk. Of course, this is just a, tag. The thing that I wanted to do a little bit different on this one is that I wanted to incorporate the small vintage greeting cards. And I've been on, yes, this is an actual greeting card because there's a little spot in here and it says all about who it's to and who it's from. I thought that was really interesting. And I just made it into a little tuck spot. And I love how it just really coordinates with this. And of course, I put two pieces of paper together to make it a big tuck spot for a tag. And I just use a piece of paper, an old, just something that I had laying around in my box. So I just put that, you can just tuck that or you can put pictures in there. I mean, the sky's the limit and there's a lot of journaling places. Okay, this one, I'm going to move this over. This one, I already had it in my basket. And when I do ephemera, I just go all gung-ho and I just make a whole lot of pockets, tucks, and everything. And this is made out of an envelope. So you can put your things right here. If you open this up, just open this up. There's a Tim Holtz thing and you can incorporate, and I just, added the little tags there. And if you go one more, yeah, that's what makes it so cool. I just did another tuck spot there and another little tuck spot there with a nice little cluster there. So you can put a picture there. And the nice thing about it, let's bring this back here. The nice thing about this, it also is a tuck spot. So you have a ton of spaces. And of course, here again, here's another thing that I love. This is do you remember those folded letters? You would buy the whole, it's kind of like you buy them in a set at a Five and Dime or Hallmark, and they had a glossiness to it, and you can kind of see that. And then you can fold it here. They're already, you know, scored right there. I just took it as a page, and I made it into a page, excuse me. And then I had a resin piece of tissue paper and made it into a pocket. I just really loved that. And here's another thing. I took an ordinary envelope and made it as a page or a tuck spot in one here. I just thought that was really, really cute. Loved how that just turned out and how that all looks coordinated together. Of course, how can I not have a page of Edith Holden paper from her book? So I just folded that out, folded that, scored that, and that made into the next page too. So of course, here is a nice little tag, and this this envelope right here is from a YouTube video that I had watched. I can't think of who it is. So a lot of these ephemeras, it's not of me, and I don't invent this. I just put everything together. I was shown this. I watched a YouTube video, and I can't remember if it was Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventures or if it was another person. But there again, you have some place that you can write. Here's another text spot. You can put pictures in there. You go to the next page, and it just has, you know, a really, really old piece of magazine there. I thought that was really cool. American Woolen Mills Company. And then just a collage, of course, and another text spot that right here. And onto ledger paper. And there is another tuck. You know, I just, you know, utilize, but this one I utilized, this is kind of a floral botanical look. That's really, I wanted to have a lot of bright colors and not necessarily, you can put, I'm giving you a lot of places that you can put pictures, letters. You can write this as your journal. If you don't want any pictures, then grab a piece of paper, write on it, and stick it right in here. And there is just all kinds of different. So I'm just gonna, you kind of get the gist of things. I always try to add tags, things that I make, just to use up all of my, and there is a tuck spot right there, and then there is a pocket right there. No, it's just the two. It's just the two. So here is another little tuck spot from a playing card. And there is another easier tuck spot right there on a piece of paper. I just love how these tea dye, and that's so pretty. And also I use the Stamperia Rose Collection paper, I believe. I think it's called Rose Collection. And of course, a piece of piano paper and stamped. And there again, this paper right here was just the front cover of a notebook. Yep. And then of course stenciling, stamping, and text. And this was just a glue. I just glued two pieces of paper together, glued right down the middle, punched this out, made it into two little envelopes that you can put probably the size of a journal card, like a 3x5 index card, and then you can do whatever. Of course, book page, I just think that is from an old book that I have. Two text spots here. There's one right underneath between the blue card and this, and then underneath that one. And then, of course, I'm going to hold this, see if I can do this. That's just a piece of scrapbook paper that I had. And this lovely little piece is from, that was the other thing that I did a little bit different. I incorporated this type of, this is a sampler, you know, the door salesman or If you go to a furniture store and they have books of sample fabrics. Well, I got an old sample fabric, and these were all sheer. I believe these were for curtains. And I cut it down and put it on there. I thought that just turned out really, really nice. I'm going to put that in later. Okay. Then here's another one. It just opens up, and you can have a place, a nice little tuck. I used a lot more materials right there. Isn't that just pretty? I just think that is so pretty, and that can flip up. And there you go. I have a nice little collage there. Again, nice little pocket, a nice little belly band. You can go from the top or a bottom. Tuck, tuck, a nice little tag tuck. Another, there's the tuck right there, a nice little tuck. And you can add pictures there. And the nice thing about these things, if you just want to add a paper clip, you can put, you know, a card or a picture, and you can put a paper clip, and it just holds it nice and neat and not the bulkiness. And this book lays flat too, so that is another thing that I helped out. I really try to work so that when people are using their albums or their journals, they can use them and they lay flat. Oh, that is just wonderful. That is just wonderful. Here's another little flip thing, and that goes that way. And there's a lot of tuck spots here. There's a tuck spot here. There is a nice little tuck spot right there. That's just, oh, I love that little Tiffany and Company. Oh, put that in later. And there is the Tim Holtz thing right here, and then there's going to be a tuck spot right there too. So you have a lot of places that you can put pieces of paper or pictures or journaling, and they're either hold in. And this is just a little glassine bag, and it just really turned out really, actually it is a film, a vintage film, like a negative film bag, and I just had to use it. I just loved it. I thought it was very coordinating in all the whole pages. So here's a nice little belly band place, and of course I'm starting to use my little pieces of oh, beautiful, beautiful material. Now these two came from Boho Daydreams. She has India silk. I think it's from India. I'm not really sure, but she has a company that she just sends snippets of these, and these are so pretty onto a tag, and you can just, you know, put another piece of picture there. Here's another little tuck, and the other flap of this front envelope. This is an envelope, so this is the other flap of that. And then, of course, this is the other side of that card in front. This card right here. Here's the other side of that card. And I just made it into a tuck, and here is a tiny little envelope. And it has a nice little tag in it. And it tucks right underneath there. Now you can, that's a tuck spot behind there, and there is, and you can just handle that. And this is also another nice little tuck spot right there with a lot of fringe on top, I thought. And I just think that is so, many, many years ago someone did that. So, okay, there you go. And you just wrap it around like this, and then you just tuck it in. There you go. That is my floral botanical journal. So you saw some of the different things that I did, and I thank you so much. If you're interested in this, it is for sale. You can find me on, I will have all the links down below in the description box. Otherwise, you can like me on my YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.